Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar. My name is Byron and I will be doing the webinar on the Helpdesk module. The Helpdesk is a great tool to manage customer and internal WISP communication. In this webinar, we will quickly go through the following: the Helpdesk setup and how to use some of the Helpdesk features. Please remember that if you want to use the Helpdesk module, that you need to have the Helpdesk module enabled. I just want to give you an overview just where the Helpdesk ticket list is. So if you go to Workflow, Helpdesk ticket list, here you'll see a list of tickets that you have in data tool, and here is the details screen of the ticket. So we're going to go through how to set up some of the Helpdesk features, and then how to use some of the ticket features for a ticket. Okay, let's go to Helpdesk setup, Helpdesk departments. So a Helpdesk department would be, as you can see here, accounts or sales or support, and each department has categories and users. So if we go and have a look at a department, you'll see that each one has categories linked to it. We can add more categories if we wanted to. So let's add one, general inquiry. We don't want that because this is the accounts department, so we'll just remove that. If you want to assign a ticket to a user, they need to be in the department that the ticket is part of. So you'll need to add the user in this block over here. Let's go add myself as a user. So I will now be assigned to this ticket. If you go to Workflow, set up ticket categories. Here we can create new categories as well. So let's create one. If we go back to department and we go to support, should just be able to add the new category that we created. Okay. So if we go back to the ticket list, you'll see that each of these tickets here has a priority normal. So within data tool, we can actually define what the priorities are for tickets. So if you go to Workflow, Helpdesk setup, ticket priorities, you can actually change the importance of a priority. So we can make low. You can actually change the order. So the ones at the top here are the most important. So let's create a new priority. Super. Make it. There we go. So we've created a new priority. And if we go back to the ticket list, go back to tickets, you'll see that we'll be able to select that new, update that to the new priority we just created. We go back to the Helpdesk ticket list, you'll see that it's now displaying as that color that we configured it earlier. We've also got a feature in data tool that we can automatically change the priority when a ticket's created based on certain rules. So if we go to workflow, Helpdesk set up ticket priority rules. Let's start by creating a new rule. So there are different priority rules or rule types. The one is, we've got one if it's a VIP customer. This would be if the customer is marked as a VIP customer on the customer profile. We can also have this rule applied to certain customer groups or certain customer categories. Let's make this rule for a customer category. And let's select reseller, we'll say is reseller. Okay, so if any new ticket is created that is linked to a customer that has the reseller, that has this virtual reseller's customer category, they will be assigned the critical priority. And of course we can change the priority as well to, let's say, the new one we just created, super. Well, one of these rules can also be applied to newly created tickets that are created through created from incoming mails. So to enable this for incoming mails, we can go to Setup, System Settings, and we go to Mailbox Scraping. And we go to Edit our mailbox. You'll find at the bottom here, there's a setting a use priority rules. So if it's disabled, so at the moment this is disabled, so all incoming mails that get converted to Helpdesk tickets will have a normal priority. Or if we enable this, the rules that we just configured earlier will now be used to set the priority for this ticket. So if this incoming mail is matched to an existing customer, it will then use those rules to decide what the priority, how important the ticket is. Yes. So let's enable that. Okay. So let's go back to the main ticket screen. So some of the other features that we have, I'm sure you are all familiar with adding a note. Let's just add one. So often, what we've had now in this case is a customer has sent us an email and they say we have no internet, and we've now resolved this ticket. We're now waiting for this customer to get back to us because we've replied to this customer. So what we can do in this case is we can go to this button at the top here, hold, and if we click on this, we can put the ticket on hold for a certain period. So yeah, let's put it on hold for 2 days until Monday next week. And you can say waiting for customer to reply. So you'll see now, if we scroll to the top, this ticket is on hold until next week, Monday. If we go back to the ticket list, you'll see that that ticket has now disappeared from the list. And you'll see that's governed by a little filter on the top right here that says excluding on hold. So at the moment, all the tickets that are on hold are now excluded from the list, which is basically all the tickets that have now been dealt with. And if we go include on hold, you'll now see that ticket is back once again. So come Monday next week, this ticket that you see here will automatically be taken off hold and will then once again appear in your normal standard ticket list. Let's go back to the ticket details. One of the other features is you can follow a ticket. You can either follow, there are a few places from where you can follow the ticket. The one is on here at the top of a ticket, you can click follow. Another place is on the top, on the right hand side of the screen, there's a widget called Ticket Followers. Here you can see all the people following a ticket, and you can also unfollow there. And we can also follow a ticket from a ticket list. So you'll see there now I followed the ticket, and if I refresh the screen, you'll see that I'm now following the ticket. Tickets that if you are following a ticket, you will receive a notification every time there is activity on the ticket. So if someone adds a new note, or the ticket's reassigned, or the ticket's closed, you will receive a notification that something happened on the ticket with a short summary explaining to you what happened on the ticket. Tickets can also be reassigned, can be assigned to individuals. So if we edit the main details of this ticket, you'll see that this ticket's not currently assigned to anyone. So let's go to support. And if you recall, earlier we added myself as a user to a department. I just can't remember which one it is. Counts. There we are. There I am. So I can now assign this ticket to myself. Ticket category. Oh, I didn't select the category. So at the moment this ticket is assigned to me, but let's say we want to assign it to someone else. We can go on top here and click assign. Assign to Jennifer. And we must just give a reason. These reasons are also configurable in the Helpdesk setup. Let's say technical. There's also an option to automatically follow this ticket. So upon clicking assign, if I enable this, if I was not following a ticket, I would now be following it. Okay. We can also merge tickets together. So if two tickets exist that are very similar or about the same problem, we can merge that ticket in. So if we go to the merge ticket screen, we can select which ticket we want to keep and which one wants to be closed. So let's keep the current ticket we're working in and merge an existing ticket in. You cannot merge sales tickets or job cards tickets into other tickets. As you'll see, it's already giving us an error here, cannot merge. Let's just norm a standard support ticket, which shouldn't give us any issues. And we can also reassign to someone else while we're doing the merge. And let's follow the new ticket as well. And if we have a look here, you'll see that all the details from the previous ticket have now been merged into this ticket we're busy working in. All the notes, any files that were on the previous ticket will also be merged. Yeah, that's everything. Another feature that we can do is when the issue has been resolved and we want to close the ticket, we can click on this close button. If a ticket is a sales lead or a job card, and you close its a job card ticket or sales lead ticket, the sales lead or like in the case of the sales lead will also be automatically closed. And when we're closing a ticket, we've got an option to notify the customer not. This is very handy when a customer keeps replying to a ticket, because every time they reply to a ticket, the ticket gets reopened. So sometimes you may want to not send the customer message that the ticket's been closed so that they cannot reopen it. Let's close it. And you'll see at the bottom here, It will tell us that the ticket was closed and the customer was not notified. So everything that happens in a ticket, you'll find somewhere in the ticket a entry explaining what happened, whether a person followed a ticket, whether the ticket was merged. Everything that happens is tracked. Yeah, so that is everything that we were going to do in this webinar. We will be doing another webinar shortly on new Helpdesk features that are coming. Our new features that are coming include the ability to mention a user in a ticket. So the way this will work is when you add a new user, you'll be able to tag someone in a ticket and they will receive a notification. So that's something new that will be coming. Tickets will also go off hold if there is activity on a ticket, whereas previously tickets only go off hold when they reach the expiry date. It will also be possible to auto close a ticket. So a ticket can be auto closed after a certain period, very similar to the on hold functionality. And then we've also got a new feature coming to copy files that are on tickets to a customer's profile. So often a customer will email their statement or an ID document which will be land up on a ticket. And we've got now, there'll be a new button on an image to actually send that to the customer profile. So those are new upcoming features to look out for. Thanks everyone for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know in the chat. Thanks.